Whenever I promote something, I like following a sequence. Okay? Okay. So let's talk about this sequence, right? See, understand this. The reason for somebody, well, the reason for X person to take an action can be different from the reason of a Y person to take that same action, right? Is that true? So we are talking about the same goal, right? We're talking about the same goal, but for some person, the motivating factor can be something else, and for some other person, the motivating factor can be something else. For example, let's say if we are talking about, let's say if we are selling a mattress, right? It can be as simple as selling a mattress. Now, for some person, the reason for buying the mattress, it can be, the back pain. For some other person, it can be getting a good sleep. And for some third person, the reason could be just to upgrade the wardrobe, right? Is that true? Is that true? Give me a one if it makes sense that for the exact same goal, the motivating factors can be something else, right? For the exact same goals, the motivating factors can be something else, right? And how much is this true in terms of your funnel, right? How much is this true in terms of your funnel? So let's say you have a product, let's say you have a service, let's say you have a lead magnet, let's say you have a tripwire, let's say you have a X, Y, or Z, right? So your goal is that the second person, that the end person should buy your goal, whatever it is. Maybe it's a free lead magnet, or maybe it's a paid service or a product or anything, right? So your goal is the second person should buy your product, but the motivating factor can be something else for everyone. So for that reason, what I really do is I generally do a 7 days promo, or at least a 5 days promo, right? I generally do a 7 days promo or a 5 days promo, right? And what I really prefer to do is see something like this. So on the first day, email. So see some of the metrics, some of the things that I will be writing. It won't be, it is not like this is the exact thumb rule that I follow. Like exact, see, nothing is exact, right? But more often than less, 90% of the times, this is the same thing, right? Email explaining the product, right? Number one. Then number two, let's talk about another email. Let's talk about day number two, right? Email explaining the product in more detail or other angle, right? Or some other angle, okay? Now let me fill in the pieces for you that are really simple, right? Last day. So let's talk about, so this is day 3, day 4, day 5, day 6, day 7, right? So let's talk about last day. So last day is scarcity. Okay, last day is scarcity. That the product is closing today. Okay, so this is scarcity. On the second last day, the most important thing that we follow is something like Q&A, right? Or you can say better than Q&A, it will be FAQ, right? So all the emails that we have received in those 7 days period, right? All the general queries that we feel would be coming into your mind, and all the specific queries that we receive on a daily basis about the product. So what I do is I combine a mail on the second last day saying something like this, that I have received a lot of queries. So I want to sort it out for everyone. I believe that you might be having the same queries, and this is a FAQ email, right? So something like that. So subject line can be as simple as FAQ. Subject line can be as simple as your questions answered, right? Now, what do we have in between? So mostly for me, it is something like, see, it is not something which is like third day is scheduled for this, fourth day scheduled for this, fifth day scheduled for this, but there are certain elements that I don't miss, right? So one of the elements is social proof. Okay, one of the elements is social proof. Another element is that if I can find from somewhere is the testimonials, right? Testimonials. And another element which I really don't miss is a story, right? Story angle. So, for example, we had this product. So let's spin you, right? So for that, I had sent this email, which was like a developer and a marketer met for coffee, right? And so this was the subject line: a developer and a marketer met for coffee, right? So this was the story angle. So it was like 70 to 75% true, right? So what I had written in that email, so just to frame the story, okay? So what it was something like that. So last night, or maybe on that particular date, at 2 a.m. in the night, I called Vipul and Yogesh, and we just frame a story. So we met in the coffee bar, and over there, when we were discussing, we were seeing the results, and that's when the idea of Let's Menu came, and then continuing with the product idea. So this was with the very good results, and that's how we planned that this software would be coming, and then X, Y, Z, all about the product. Just yeah, so we were talking about the FAQs, right? So FAQs is on the second last day, then comes the story angle, right? And then come the testimonials, right? On the third day or the fourth day, because this is something which really adds value. And for me, I mean, all of these emails are fully battle tested, right? Fully battle tested. So I cannot explain the importance of each of these emails, right? Because thing is that this social proof has got me good number of sales. This testimonials email has got me good number of sales, and I'm not just talking about one product or two product. At okay, so in this particular product, in this particular launch, it has done well for me. This is something which I have been trying since a very long time for every single sequence, and this is something that has been working really well for me always, right? So this testimonial email always bring me the sales. This story angle email always brings me the sales, right? So whatever story I can weave around the product of mine, right? This FAQ angle, it is really influential, right? Really influential, because see, if people are reading your email since a very long time, since last 6 days, and if they are still on the fence, of course there are doubts in their minds. If you can address those doubts in an email, then why won't the sales come, right? Then the scarcity angle, I mean, scarcity is scarcity, right? You just combine the sales of any 2 days in between over here from second to sixth day. Just combine the sales of any 2 days, and the scarcity sales are always more, right? So I guess a lot of people sitting in this session would have bought a lot of stuff on the last day, right? When the fear of missing out comes into the picture. Is that true? Has this happened to you, that you have bought the product with the fear of missing out? Okay, so today is the last day. Buy now, right? So this works really well, right? So if you're not sending at least 3 emails on the closing day, you are missing out on a lot of revenue. Okay, so this is what we were discussing about in email, right? This is what we were discussing about in email. Now, now, if it's my own launch, I would follow the same sequence on Facebook as well, right? So if it's my own launch and if I have traffic coming from here, there, or everywhere, right, and from whatever place I'm using the traffic to come in, or maybe let's not talk about a launch. Maybe it's a regular service, right? So if I have a service and I have the traffic coming in, I would follow the same pattern on Facebook as well. Makes sense. I would follow the same pattern on Facebook as well, because ultimately Facebook is another medium of talking to my customers. Facebook is another medium of conveying my message, because not all of the people would open the emails. So all the people who are in the funnel, they would be receiving these emails, right? But not all of them would be opening it. So it makes sense, a lot of sense, to show them the entire sequence over here. Let me show you something. I want to show you some of the advertisements that I have created, right? So this is one of the advertisements that I created like a long time ago, right? So catering one angle, right? Catering one angle. Let me add, okay? Now in this particular email, sorry, in this particular advertisement, so good looking message over here which you can read afterwards, okay? And we had the testimonials of real testimonials, right? So you can call it a social proof, okay? So the images of our previous students, their names, their testimonial, and so this is a Facebook ad, right? This is the Facebook ad, this is the image, this is the text. So this is the advertisement that's running, because my goal is to show them what Akansha has said about our product, right? Which was communication mastery. Okay. Now, if Akansha has said something, it does not matter to me whether it reaches to the end audience via Facebook or email. My goal is to show them this message, right? And show them this message, and without without expecting that it will give me immediate sales, because I know that I am impacting the other person's psychology, right? I am showing them these results and the proof of the other person, of other people who are using the exact same product. And I know by the time the closing will come, they would have seen so many advertisements, they would have, believed in the product, they would believe in the product so much that they will buy, right? Because see, you have shown them the benefits, you have shown them another angle of the benefits, you have shown them a story which is evolving around the product, right? Which says something like, the story which frames in a way that shows the benefits of the product. Then you have addressed their concerns via the FAQ, you have shown them the social proof, you have, so that even if they are on the fence, they buy from you, right? So that's the whole value of running these advertisements, and these are so much powerful, right? So I've just added 3 screenshots. Let me add. Want to get results? 100 plus others cannot be wrong, right? And of course, this is the ad image, right? This is the ad image which I was using for my brother's program, which was communication mastery, right? So of course, a headline and the text on top of that, right? Am I just good with just one angle? Absolutely not, right? If I can try more angles, then I will try more angles, right? So just have a look. So the same advertisement, one sec. Okay, so the same advertisement Same image, everything is the same, but the message is different. Join 100 plus others in public speaking mastery. One sec. Something is weird with the, word today. Okay, so have a look. The angle is different, right? Same advertisement, the angle is different. Want to get results? Question mark. 100 plus others cannot be wrong, right? Want join 100 plus others in public speaking mastery. So this is the advertisement, and it is showing them the proof. It is showing them the result. It is showing them the the angle that yes, a lot of other people are using it, right? A lot of other people are using it, right? Makes sense.